Most people fail to change their lives not because they lack willpower, but because they're trying to move a mountain before they've even learned how to pick up a stone. We are obsessed with the big transformation, the grueling 90-minute workout, the overnight diet overhaul, or the plan to write a novel in a month. But here is the cold truth. Intensity creates stories, but consistency creates change. When you aim for intensity right out of the gate, you aren't building a habit, you're just staging a performance that eventually leads to burnout. The reason you've struggled to stay consistent in the past isn't a character flaw. It's a design flaw. You've been relying on motivation, which is a fickle, unreliable fuel. When motivation dips, and it always does, your ambitious goals feel like a chore. This is where most people quit, falling back into the same old patterns and feeling like they've failed yet again. To break this cycle, you need to master the micro-habit. A micro-habit is a behavior scaled down to its most basic, ridiculous form, an action so small it requires zero willpower to complete. The goal isn't the result of the action itself. The goal is simply showing up. By lowering the barrier to entry, you make it impossible to fail, even on your worst days. The first principle of mastery is to start ridiculously small. If you want to get fit, don't start with a gym membership. Start with one single push-up. If you want to read more, don't aim for a chapter, read one sentence. By making the task too small to fail, you bypass the brain's natural resistance to change. The second principle is habit stacking. You don't need to find extra time in your day, you just need to anchor your new micro-habit to an existing one. Tell yourself, after I pour my morning coffee, I will meditate for 30 seconds. By attaching a new behavior to a pre-existing neurological pathway, the routine becomes automatic much faster. The third principle is shifting your focus from outcomes to identity. Instead of focusing on losing 20 pounds, focus on becoming the type of person who never misses a workout, even if that workout is just 2 minutes long. Every time you perform a micro-habit, you are casting a vote for the person you wish to become. Let's look at how this looks in the real world. Instead of cleaning the whole house, your micro-habit is putting away one item. Instead of journaling for 20 minutes, it's writing one line about your day. These actions feel almost too easy, but that ease is exactly what creates the momentum. Psychologically, this works because our brains are wired for dopamine rewards. When you complete a task, no matter how small, your brain registers a win. This tiny hit of dopamine reinforces the habit loop, making you want to do it again tomorrow. Over time, these micro-wins build the structural integrity of your self-discipline. You aren't just doing a push-up, you are rewiring your brain to believe that you are someone who follows through. Success isn't a grand event, it's a series of tiny, unremarkable moments that compound over time. You don't need a massive surge of energy to change your life, you just need to start. Pick one micro-habit right now, something so small it feels silly not to do it. Do it today, do it tomorrow, and let the compound effect handle the rest. Stop trying to be perfect, and just start being consistent. The smallest version of you is the one that will eventually change everything.